I am heir to a great Sith bloodline. How dare you even ask such a question of me?
So, you have come. You who would join the Order of Revan. I am Moron Dokas, Lord of Beasts. I am Revanite, and I am Sith. What do you say to me?
Moron Dokas, I've come to prove myself worthy.
Very well. Then listen. For decades I have served the Master. He found me when I was a lava and saw that I was strong in the Force. Against the Empire's traditions he trained me. This is the way of Revan, to teach all species the path to power.
I comprehend your meaning.
Good. Now you will answer a question. And you will answer well, or face the claws of my pets. Why do you think Revan trained aliens in the ways of the Sith? Why did Revan offer power to all Seekers?
Revan knew that servants are more useful when they're powerful.
You answer well. You answer wisely. You speak like a true Revanite. You may proceed on your pilgrimage and seek worth in the eyes of another.
Who should I be looking for?
A Revanite. A great warrior, and a favored student of the Master. Seek the mercenary called SWTOR as she teaches her soldiers. Then shall your trial continue.
Talking. Have some of the men head into the city. They've earned a break from training.
Yes, Commander.
It's good to see you alive. Not everyone makes it past Morin. Raymond contacted me from the base. Said you wanted to join our society. Is it true?
It's true. I'm seeking the approval of the Inner Circle.
I'm called SWTOR. I teach these mercenaries how to fight. My service to the Master is a matter of honor. Centuries ago, my clan fought Revan when we invaded the Republic with the rest of the Mandalorians. It was our privilege to battle Jedi. We lost the war over Mount War 5, but that was a privilege too. It's out of respect for Revan that I agreed to join the Master.
I see what you're saying.
I serve the Order to ensure Revan's name isn't forgotten. Revan was a warrior, a leader, and deserves to be remembered. Since you're not bound by honor, how do I know you won't sully the Dark Lord's memory? What can you do for the Order in Revan's name?
I can fight. I'll battle the Order's enemies wherever there's a need.
Good. But I need proof of that. I sent out a squad of clansmen to hunt the local wildlife. Their camp's nearby. Defeat them, or get yourself killed. And don't worry, talking here will make sure they know you're coming.
Yes, Commander.
Revan earned the respect of my grandfathers and grandmothers by defeating them in battle. Now you've earned mine. You're not Revan. Not yet, at least. But you're something. You've got my approval to join the Order.
You honor me.
You'll need to talk to one more person before you head back to the compound. Find Major Pathel. He oversees security on the wall.
He's about to meet the next great Revanite.
Glory to Mandalore, and glory to our master.
Come on over. There's nothing to trouble us here, and we can speak freely. I'm Major Pathel, at your service. It's always wonderful to meet new initiates. The Order of Revan needs all the dedicated young people it can get.
You're awfully cheerful, aren't you?
A necessary precondition of living on the wall, I think. To keep healthy out here, one needs spirit. I don't know how your other meetings went, but I like to conduct these interviews informally. No point making your life difficult, eh? Quite a few initiates, young officers, acolytes, and the like, think our secret society will help them become Morphs or Dark Lords. You're not like that, I presume?
I need no help to claim my rightful place.
I didn't think so. Not every initiate realizes that advancement in the Revanites does not guarantee advancement in the Empire, nor how dangerous being a Revanite really is. The Dark Council seeks to root us out. So, how do we respond? How do we answer the Empire's accusations of heresy?
We need to show our enemies the truth.
And we will, wherever we can. Not to say we shouldn't defend ourselves, but we won't become traitors to the Empire either. That's all I needed to make my judgment. I'm going to send a message to the compound. Raymond will be waiting for you.
Then I'm done with the likes of you.
So you are, for now.
So you finished the pilgrimage. Not bad. I don't know what happened out there. It's none of my business. But the Inner Circle approves of your initiation.
I'm only interested in meeting the Master.
You're on your way. Take pride in that. You did good in this trial. Now you'll have to find someone else to show you the next stage of the journey.
Excellent. My initiation will be over soon.
Good luck. Every step brings you closer to the Master.
Well, you really made it, didn't you? I've been hearing a lot about your progress, hearing about your trials. Your initiation has not been an easy one. But you've met the challenge and showed you can walk Revan's path. Now you may undergo the final rite.
I appreciate the chance.
The Master will complete your lessons, and you'll be welcomed as a full member of the Order of Revan. This is a great privilege. The Master reveals himself to no one outside the Order.
At last, the respect I deserve.
You may go to the Master in his chamber. He'll be waiting for you. Listen to him, obey him. Through the Master, you will know the path of Revan.
Who have died and been reborn, stand before me now. You who have reclaimed the ancient past, stand before me now. You who have demonstrated power and wisdom to my followers, look upon the Master of the Order of Revan.
Are you too afraid to show your face?
Silence! This is the end of your initiation and the beginning of your true journey. You will walk the path of Revan forevermore. The enemies of the Order will force you to move in shadows. But we shall keep your secrets safe, as you shall keep ours.
The time for subterfuge is over. Know me for who I am.
Only a coward hides behind masks and holograms.
Even Revan walked in darkness sometimes. It is a practical choice. I apologize for the deception, and for not meeting you sooner, but you must know how badly the Dark Council wants me dead. The Order of Revan threatens everything the Dark Council prizes.
Why did you found the Order in the first place?
I stumbled upon the mysteries of Revan on Korriban when I became Sith. That started me down a terrible path. Revan came to Drummond Castle after being reborn. Some believe Revan died at the hands of our Emperor. I believe otherwise. I believe Revan overthrew the Emperor and has sat secretly on the throne for 3 centuries. Aside from our Order, only the Dark Council knows the truth.
You really think Revan replaced the Emperor?
I do. It's the only way the puzzle pieces fit. I have heard whispers in the Citadel. For decades, the Emperor has been in seclusion. The Dark Council no longer speaks with him. The only explanation is this. The Dark Council betrayed their leader and locked Emperor Revan away, seizing power for themselves. They seek to silence us because we know.
They want to silence you because they think you're heretics.
They do. But listing their many reasons for destroying us is pointless. I would ask for your help. My agents tell me that you met with a Sith named Sandor, a man who seeks to destroy the Revanites. End his threat. Go to Sandor and tell him that you met the Revanite leader. Tell him that the leader is his own master, Darth Charnas.
Why would he believe me?
I obtained this Sith amulet from Charnas. Give it to Sandor. He'll believe you stole it from his master while among the Revanites. They will turn against each other. When this is done, though, When you've spoken to Sandor, you cannot return here.
But I thought I was part of the Order.
Sandor must never suspect your true allegiance. You must walk the path of Revan on your own. The path to power. The path neither Jedi nor Sith. May the Force be with you. May it make you strong.
The Master of the Lightsaber returns. They must have taken great willpower to leave the Revanite cultists alive long enough to investigate them. Tell me now, did you find what we need? Did you see the face of the leader?
She's a Sith Lord. Dark skin with black hair and tattoos.
I know her. I know her, yes! Tari Darkspanner. My master knows her. We will use her. The Dark Council will strip her of her power, her mind, and her life.
Whatever you can do to her and her people, it isn't enough.
Likely true, but I'm sure the punishment will suffice. I promised you a reward in the name of Darth Jarnus, so you shall have it. You have served the Empire well. Thanks to you, we have the means to obliterate this society of heretics. The name of Revan will be spoken on Drummond Cast no more.
How very unfortunate.
Better to snuff out the plague than to let it spread. Leave me now. It is time to put Darth Jarnus' plans into action.
Seven brutal, bloody murders. 7! And the killer is allowed to walk free? Decent, law-abiding citizens, loyal servants of the Emperor are being slaughtered. And what do our security forces do? Nothing. I've seen the killer myself, but the authorities say I don't have enough proof. I demand justice.
What am I supposed to do about it?
Well, I'm not fit to confront such an individual, but someone has to. Several days ago, I spotted a bounty hunter following people seemingly at random, but pointing a strange device at them. The descriptions of the murder victims exactly match the people the hunter was following. He's behind these brutal killings, I know it!
He cannot be allowed to continue.
Well, what a relief. I've been trying to get someone, anyone, to listen to me for days. I followed the killer this morning. Saw the filthy alien skulking into the Mandalorian Enclave. Someone called him by name, Renegan. This bounty hunter must learn the Empire doesn't tolerate alien scum like him killing its citizens. He needs to be punished.
You'll miss me. Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
All better.
What? Are you worried I'll leave you?
I've sent 3 separate expeditions into the Dark Temple. Not one has returned. I can't say for sure what's going on, but people who go in there, they don't come back.
Show some respect to your betters.
Then you are everything I could have hoped for. You can survive the Dark Temple. I beg you to do me, and more importantly, the Empire a favor. The expeditions I sent in were looking for specific data. I can spare the manpower, they were slaves mostly, but the data is essential.
What kind of data was it?
We were studying a recent increase in seismic activity in the area, including possible damage to the temple itself. The slaves from the expeditions were equipped with data pads to store the data they collected. Bring back those data pads. This information's vital to future construction on Drome and Kars. It's not glamorous, but will you help?
I wouldn't call it a challenge, but it seems straightforward.
Amazing. Fantastic. Your help is invaluable. I'll mark the location the expedition last signaled from on your map. It's the best I can do.
The Dark Council has answered my petitions and sent a powerful fighting Sith to help secure the temple.
I'm not here to secure the temple.
Of course, I've been ignored again. How stupid of me. If you're here, however, you must have the authority to enter the Dark Temple. You could still save this planet.
You have my attention.
The Dark Temple is ancient, built during a previous incarnation of our Empire. 1,000 years ago, our own Emperor buried his enemies here. These enemies remain powerful, even in death, which is why the temple was sealed. But now, something terrible has happened.
Some idiot went and woke them up.
With the Emperor's attention elsewhere, a group of ambitious but ignorant Sith thought to gain power by raiding the temple. They didn't find the relics they sought. Instead, they awoke an ancient Sith Lord, Lord Calig, and their expedition plunged into madness.
What was this expedition? How many people were lost?
At least 100. Several Sith, slaves, soldiers, experts. All stupid. Because Lord Calig died by ambush, I believe he awakened unaware of his own death, and his expectations became reality for those around him. His power overwhelmed all inside the temple, and even now the workers plot wars against each other, believing themselves Sith Lords, and drawing terrible power from Calig himself.
Are there more dead Sith Lords in there?
Ah, you begin to see the crisis. There are still more ancient Sith Lords whose spirits lay dormant in the temple. If the ancient Sith Lords are woken by the violence within, they could overrun Drome and Kars.
Let's keep them napping.
I have studied all of the burial chambers within. Each was made with the same ancient design, one we can exploit. If you fuse the 500-kilogram hinges on each tomb door, even a violent assault should not be able to wake the ancients.
What would have to be done?
The team I sent in earlier was using a massive metal torch. Effective, but slow, I'm afraid. They did not make it far. The torch must be recovered, and the doors of the ancients sealed.
Sith sure do love their monuments. If they're trying to impart a sense of doom, you can tell them, mission accomplished.